Alright, hey guys, it's part 4. Just gonna take this gear off and then I'm gonna pull the camshaft out. I did a pretty good job with the tapping those holes. I barely knocked into, you can see the tiny dot. I barely knocked into that outer part. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this gear off. Well, I couldn't get that gear off, so I'm going to have to worry about it later. But I'm going to go ahead and take all of my rockers and stuff out and place them in the box the way they're supposed to be. Trust me, this is necessary. I was noticing some odd wear on these. I think that I'm going to replace them. You can see that they've been heavily used. And then on the inside, not looking too good either. So it's a shame, more money down the drain, but compared to that red truck back there, we're still saving money. By the time we hit $2,000 on this engine, which is twice as much as a brand new one costs, we'll still be saving money compared to that red truck. Freaking amazing. But hey, we got an engine lift now. We got all this stuff we need for my dad's little startup business that he wants to make. So, yeah, I'm gonna bring those to an expert. Buttons, but not Buttons Auto Body, but Buttons Machine Shop. Look it up. You see those are full of oil. Not that one. 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 Is it the one that I pull up? Has oil in it? There we go. You probably didn't even see it. It came out. But I honestly don't know which way. Oh, I see it now. Which way? Let's match up these little marks. Yeah, I was about to put it in. Say that it went in upside down, but it goes in this way. If that's up there. So now I'm going to take all these out and all these, forget what they're called, they pump oil. They pump oil somehow. But yeah, let me get to it. Well, guys, this is some pretty bad news. I just got done taking all these out and laying them out after I cleaned them off the same way that I pulled them out. So this is the top. This is what touches those. Okay? So I completely put this in here upside down, but that's fine. I'll make a note to myself. Anyway, and you can see on some of them, and I swear, I really kept track of the way that I pulled them out. You can see that little mark would be, here, let me just, this is number 4 down. These freaking wasps. That's a hornet. So it'll be this one. And when that sets in there like that, that mark, that wear mark right there that you're seeing, is in the middle of an open space. Which means that this engine has been rebuilt once. And it used to be right there where this little guy is right there. It's just the same thickness as that mark. So, yeah. Not only was everything put in wrong, I guess that they, on these, thought that if they flipped them around, then they could get more life out of them. But they didn't even flip them all around, first of all. And second of all, that's completely inaccurate. You don't want to do that. And all these, you can see the notches on the side, like there. in there. Some of them point in, some of them point like different directions, like that one's pointing out. So Ford didn't put those there for no reason. Ford put them there so you could keep track. And I bet that they're supposed to face away or towards each other to keep them from swaying in towards each other and stuff. It's probably supposed to be like that, like just to keep them from knocking and stuff. So yeah, this is ridiculous. Whoever did this was completely retarded to waste that much time on rebuilding this the wrong way. So yeah, it's unfortunate that that had to happen that way, but I'm going to need to replace the valve train, and I hope that when I look at the pistons and the way those come out, that they put those back in right, because I swear, I'm going to get furious if those pistons weren't put in right, because that's just ridiculous. That's sad if you can't put the pistons back in the way they were the first time, but yeah, I'm getting closer. They didn't even bother to buy all new bolts. They just replaced 3 of them. Ridiculous. Or it's the other way around and they replaced the, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of them. So, yeah, another thing that bothers me. But I'm about to take the head off. Let me get it loose and then I'll show you me taking it off. Weighs about 80 pounds, and I weigh 125. Oops. So much for having a nice top of the head. Oh wow. You can see the real difference between the pistons that were actually working and the pistons that weren't, which was only one. Look at that. Working, 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 not working. So that's good. They put all the pistons in right. Arrow, 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 arrow. Let me turn this over and see if I can find a crack in the block. Shit. Guess what I just found out? 0.40 or 0.40. 40 thousandths says 0.040. 40 thousandths of an inch oversized. So these have already been poured out and cross-hatched. You can still see not much there. The cross-hatching, you can see the little scratches all over the place in there. You can kind of still see the cross-hatching, but there also is some scrapes on the cylinder walls. And there's also a bunch of buildup up in here and stuff, so I'm going to have to really look down in there a little bit better to see what condition this is in. But man, that sucks because there's only 60 thousandths oversized. That's the biggest you can go, completely the biggest you can go. So, you know, I might get lucky, I might not, so we'll just have to find out. But that's a shame that this engine has been rebuilt once or more. But yeah, it's going to be a Ford 302 by the time I get done with boring it out and stuff. 300 from a 300 to a 302. But yeah, I'm going to inspect it a little bit more. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get the clutch off. With the 3 bolts that are left on there. Because I broke the other 3. You wouldn't believe how long it drove like that. Never even broke. You can see that clearly these are sticking out more than these. That's a problem. That's because there's a gap down there. You see that gap? Sorry. kind of shaky when you get in a certain position, but yeah, I'm pretty apart now. That sounded like I have a sad life. I'm pretty apart now. Get the clutch off from the flywheel. Got a couple of shiny spots there from it being uneven. But you can see the clutch is not in that bad of shape. But what I did see, shit, whatever. Yeah, it went that way. Flywheel side. But what I did see is that this bearing that is just about the world's hardest thing to get out is broke again. You had to lose an arm and a leg to get that thing out. It's just amazingly hard, and this is just ridiculous. Brand freaking new. You saw that? Look at that. That is a roller bearing. There's another one. There's one laying in there. Shit. It's so hard to get that out. I'm not dealing with that right now. What the freaking sides to make crap. There's your clutch train. I've heard somebody say that before. I don't remember who or where, or why they said it, but it's funny as hell. Your clutch train. But the crankshaft comes out that way, which is a big freaking problem because the damn gear won't come off. So I'm about to go get the engine lift set up and put a bracket on that bolt right there and then dangle it to get the pistons out. I've always wanted to try this. Freaking 4 zip ties. I don't know, dude. Do you think it's gonna break? If it breaks, it's gonna be a hell of a funny joke on me because it's gonna be like broken stuff all day. So let me get it ready to hoist. Sorry about the crooked video here, but I do my best. It ain't gonna move. Gosh, I hope it doesn't fall. Aw, hell. More like 10 or 15 zip ties. I don't want to risk it. I'm sure it would hold it, but you see that gap? That wasn't there 5 seconds ago. So, I'll get the freaking links downstairs. I don't know what the hell that is. How I even thought of doing it that way. But, it works. Stuff is pretty interesting. Crushing jack. Yeah, I just like crushed my jack totally. Hopefully not my oil pump. Can't wait to watch the replay of that to see how much of a bad idea it was. I can clean up now too because I got all the water out of the engine. Yeah, that didn't do shit. I wish I could say that about the jack, but jack costs $5. Laugh my ass off. I could have probably went at that a little bit better, but that's a big motor. Big block inline 6. I'm going to go ahead and clean this crap up. Call it a video. I mean, I'm down to the freaking underneath of it now. Just got to get the pistons out, so getting closer. Alright, please like and subscribe.